Here we are then for another F1 League race, and this one is PSGL round number 10 at Abu Dhabi. Currently we're in qualifying, currently on a hot lap with about 10 minutes to go. Now if you haven't seen the last episode, round 9, go check it out guys, link in the top right, the Australian Grand Prix. Absolutely incredible race, action everywhere, and it's one you're not going to want to miss. But yeah, here we are for Abu Dhabi, and yeah, hopefully looking to achieve another decent result after the last race, which also went pretty damn well for us, to be fair. Messed up. Wow. That's an awful final corner. Way too early. I will admit that lap felt better than a 23.2, so that's a slight concern, but anyway. Now then, we've done our first qualifying lap, our first banker per se, 123.2, and the final corner was a bit of a mess, and I was genuinely disappointed at the pace. I'd done practice, I felt pretty good, and also I felt like the lap actually was really fast, but it wasn't actually quick in terms of lap time, so we've got time to find on this very last attempt. So, a minute and a half to go, let's see if we can improve. Turn 1, braking on the curb, down to 4th gear, short shift to 5th, back on the power, try to stay flat through the left and through the right if possible. We're now currently making our way down to turn 5, about just over half a tenth up in sector 1. On the brakes, down to 3rd gear, didn't quite get all of the apex, but we actually get an okay exit and recover some of the time that we lost. But it hasn't been, not happy with that hairpin, it hasn't been the best start. The hairpin definitely wasn't the best. I thought there was more time there, at least a tenth. On the brakes, brake marker balls are gone. They're completely just destroyed by everyone around here who just drives in the curbs. So we have to kind of guess on feel, but normally it's the 100 meter board. Getting a decent exit, and we do find a little bit more time there. Get out of the way, bro. And you hear me say that I want that car ahead to get out of the way, which is just a bit of a visual distraction in the distance, which I don't really want. Making our way through the long left here into sector 3 now, and you can see we're still a tenth and a half up as we look to close out the lap here. On the brakes, straight line braking into the 90-degree right, followed by the left under the hotel, and just trying to maintain that momentum and minimum speed through here as we're now 2 tenths up, heading into the final 2 corners. Flat out through here, and now on the brakes for the final corner, easy on the power on the exit. Make sure you run to the line, and it is a big improvement. Still not great, but you know what, I'll take it. And it's a 22.8, which gives us actually P15. Everyone improved, and in fairness, it's actually a pretty close grid. I mean, the top 18 covered by less than half a second. It's really, really strong here. Everyone has good pace. In terms of what I could have done, genuinely, in terms of, you know, if we're talking an absolutely perfect lap, I think maybe another 10th, P13 maybe. There wasn't a ton more in it. It was a pretty good lap, but I'm just, for some reason, not that fast around here. Even though I was happy with the lap, I felt good. That pace is kind of what I was doing in practice. It just didn't really translate to any more in the session. But yeah, qualifying done. Still, all good. We'll try and fight back in the race, and hopefully we can make some things happen. We'll try and be aggressive, get the elbows out, all that good stuff, and fingers crossed at the end of it we get some decent points. I'm thinking also 1 and 3. Now 1 and 3 is in reference to pressures, 1 and 3 clicks. Underfield little, fair. And yeah, we're going to actually reduce the pressures a little bit based off feedback. But here we go then, getting ready for the race. The lights are on here in Abu Dhabi. Hard tyres on for pretty much everyone. And it's going to be lights out and away we go. It's a good start off the line as we get the jump on Sabrino and we pull alongside. Down to turn 1, we're going to choose the outside line here as our option. Try to be careful as there's contact ahead. Warning for a collision, and we gain 2 places there as a couple of cars run wide. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, bit of a moment there, as you can see, with the back end. We've got a car off on the left as well, so we're now up to P12, up 3 places as we head into the hairpin. And there's more contact as we're going to gain another place. Leroy shoved wide. We're going to get 2 cars here, and we're going to move up into P9, hopefully, if we can pull this off. And this would be a 6th place gain if we can make this happen. As you can see, Sabrina using the battery to try and stay ahead. On the brakes into the chicane, being careful to not T-bone the car ahead, and we do get in front. Ah, fuck, I don't know if that was my fault or not. The arrow went white for a second there. Have to watch that back. The arrow is just not accurate, man. I could have sworn it went white for a second there, so I thought I was ahead. I trusted the arrow there rather than my mirrors. Dude, arrows are throwing me off. What the fuck? No, your choice. You can try to watch that back and, you know, you be the judge, but it definitely didn't go that well. That was a really good start as well. What a shame. And it was a real shame because we could have been P9 and that would have been a 6th place gain. If you watch it back, the directional arrow goes white for a moment, which tells you you've cleared the car behind. And I actually got tagged really, really early into the next apex. So I don't think it was my fault. I think it was my corner, and the cars behind should have just not gone for the move. But anyway, we'll take care of that with stewards after the race. For now, though, we're down to P17. We get a warning as well, as Leroy Brown was in the pit lane. And yeah, we've got it all to do again. Now, the plan here is to try and catch back up to the train. We've actually recovered from the spin quite fast, and we've actually got ourselves back in the train. We've used all of our battery pretty much, but we're back and we're with the train now. So that's the main key thing here, is to try and stick with the pack at this stage. Why? Oh, I'm not even giving it any. Oh, God's sake. I'm not even pushing the throttle. And just as we call back up, unfortunately, we go for a spin, which was devastating, as that did send me all the way back. And there's no way back now. So if you watch it, you'll see that I had no throttle on. If you watch it back genuinely and look at my throttle inputs, I don't even go over like 50% and the car just spins. I have no answer for that. I don't even know now why I spun, but I did. I don't know why the grip just went. And yeah, we're just kind of on our own really at the back, just doing our thing. We got a second warning on lap 10, so it's not looking great right now. P17 with 2 warnings to our name. But as you guys know, I never retire from league races, not until it's, you know, impossible for a safety car to come out. So yeah, lap 13, there it is. We get a safety car. Oh, virtual.
There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
There it is. And this is why we've taken the extra set of tyres, so I could just go back into the hard tyre. So I trusted the safety car. Just now my issue is I've got 2 warnings, which is going to be very hard to avoid getting a penalty for the rest of this race. And yeah, what we're going to do now is actually box, but we're going to go for a set of soft compound tyres, which may be interesting in terms of strategy, but you'll see why. This is why I never retire from league races, because something always happens. And yeah, that is, you know, rule 101, never retire. Something might always go your way. We're going to box for the soft tyres, and the plan here is to come back into the pits and box yet again and go to the end. Press on to a set of hard tyres.
Okay, 1 stop to go, just 1 stop left in this strategy.
So at this stage, everyone is going to the end on medium tyres, which is a stretch. It's everyone on mediums, yeah? Up ahead, just tell me what tyres everyone's on, please. At this point, I'm just getting some confirmation that everyone's on mediums, because I think it's going to be really marginal to get to the end and you're going to struggle with tyre wear. I'm, at this point, because I'm last, I've got nothing to lose, I've got, you know, the same tyres as everyone else, I'm leaning towards using the hard tyres. I think I have 2 mediums, but I don't want to take that risk. But also I can go to the end and make it easy. So we're going to box and we're going to go for a fresh set of the hard compound tyre. I think I do have 2 mediums, but everyone's on medium. I mean, the fact that my hard tyres were on about 45 to 50% after 13, 14 laps, that's not even halfway.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
It was 13 laps, wasn't it? So they're not going to puncture, but they're not exactly, like, that's the hard tyre, so the medium's going to weigh even more. So the idea here now is to try and keep up with the pace on the hard tyre. If this works, we should have better tyres, much better tyres at the end, and that's kind of what I'm banking on, because, you know, there might be some penalties
Green flag.
and there could be some other crashes and chaos, and we'll have the better tyres to fight back anyway. The only downside is right now in the short term, we're going to have to fight like crazy to keep up with everyone on the mediums. So yeah, I think I had 2 sets of hards, 1 set of mediums and then softs. I think I went for the higher allocation, so I wasn't too sure if I had 2 sets of mediums or not. Either way, back on the way, and we are going to the end 100%.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Now the gap did go up to about 1.4 seconds at one point, but we pushed on. I used a big chunk of the battery, and we have managed to get ourselves back under a second and within the DRS, which is really, really crucial, as that is what I was aiming for, to try and stay in the DRS, and that will help us out in the long run over this stint, and the grip will gradually get better and better compared to those on the medium. So we've done the hard bit. As you can see now, the gap is 7-8 tenths, and we've fully caught up, and now we can stick with the train. However, we make... Oh, you bitch. Fucking curb. Terrible line through that. A critical mistake again, my fault. I hold my hand up. I just went in a bit too early into that final corner, and too much inside curb, unsettled the car, and that is going to mean as we cross the detection point, we are out of DRS, and you know what that means. Unfortunately, we're just going to get dropped like a stone. Just relying on maybe the medium starting to drop now soon. And I've actually got the upper hand in terms of grip. Oh, that was fucking terrible as well. Oh, fuck! Ah! This track is just horrible sometimes. Ah! No confidence. And yeah, that was pretty much the nail in the coffin, that spin. That was just pure frustration. However, Modesto Maynard retires.
Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car.
This is why. I mean, I could go softs, use softs, but they're going to be so used. I feel like them softs are going to be so knackered. Oh, they're all staying out. Wait, what? Oh, come on, fuck off then. Fuck off. Alright, come on. Fuck it out. That will get removed. I cannot get a warning for the rest of this race though, because I'll get that removed, but I can't get another warning. If I get like another one, then that is technically my penalty. So right, so I'm actually happy with these tyres because the soft isn't a good tyre to go for. So yeah, everyone's on used rubber ahead, so this could be fun. We'll let the soft tyre runners open up the space ahead, and we'll just... Now then, here we go. One more chance. We're back in the race. The penalty was BS, and we'll get that last one removed. This is going to be fun. Hold on to your hats, folks. 2 crazy laps coming right up. And yeah, hopefully this time we get a slice of luck. So every single car ahead is on old tyres, except for the 2 cars directly ahead of us who are on a slightly used soft tyre. Oh, the grip is lovely. I'm absolutely loving these tyres as we get to work. So right now, the 2 cars ahead of us are on a lightly used soft tyre. But yeah, other than that, everyone else ahead is on old, hard or medium tyres. So things are looking up. Things are looking good. We've got that penalty, which again is annoying, but like I said, we'll get that removed because I got the warning driving into the pit entry, which is really weird. Now my plan here was to let the soft tyres kind of get the elbows out, be aggressive, and you know, open some gaps, and then we'll hopefully get opportunities to pass. There's no DRS, which isn't ideal, but as we have a spinner, we get chances, and that should be points. And hopefully there should be a few more of those over the next lap or so. Trying to be not cautious, but trying to save my battery for the last lap, ideally to drain absolutely everything. You can see we've got Philip and also Bogdan Motoban battling there as the softer guys are trying to cut their way through, not making as much progress as I initially anticipated. The only downside of a 2-lap sprint is that everyone is going to get the chance to recharge their batteries, which isn't ideal because obviously when it comes down to a straight line speed battle, you're essentially in pure parity, so there's no DRS. But anyway, through the final corner, I was tempted to go for the lunge here, but Philip ended up going for the move on Bogdan instead, so I had to just wait. Bogdan on a very old medium tyre, so we're going to go for the move here down the inside, using the fresh rubber into turn 1. He tries to hang around the outside, but we managed to get in front and get that move done, and that is now P12 for us. And if you obviously factor in Philip's penalty, we're looking at P11. Jack Humphreys in front, struggling on that medium. We've got Jeremy there, my teammate, also with a penalty, so he'll also drop behind us. So right now we're P10, and I don't know if there's any more cars ahead of these 3 that have penalties, but right now if we can get ahead of Jack Humphreys, we're looking at a P9 finish in this race. That's kind of a moving target here. So down the back straight, everyone just, you know, moving left to right, trying to be careful here. Around the outside, And we just have a bit of a tap there. I kind of get tagged on the left, and then we hit Jack a little bit. A bit of a racing incident in the end. Oh, this guy's soft and ruined it. I was expecting way more. And the stewards decided it was a racing incident. There was a bit of lag as Jack was actually lagging a little bit from his end. As you can see, he's kind of chopping a little bit. But yeah, he's out of battery, so I'm going to try and go for the move here. We have to get this overtake. I tried to look around the outside. He holds on, trying to get the cut back here on the fresher tyres. Just trying anything I can to look for the move here. He's out of battery. I've got loads left myself, but we're just trying to find the opportunity through these final few corners. I'm going to try and go for the send, but I just wasn't really comfortable enough to go for at any point through there.
Fuck it, whatever. Probably P10. I'll take it. P9.
And yeah, unfortunately, that is going to be it for the race. Now, we finished P13 in the actual event. Again, if you do the maths and take off the penalties, I think it would have been P11, unfortunately. Because of that battle and everything that happened, we actually lost too much time to Oscar Villacampa, who had a penalty ahead. So, yeah, sorry, it should have been P10 because Bogdan was behind us. So, yeah, P10 it should have been. But yeah, not ideal. Disappointing. Obviously, I can get the penalty removed. That's no big deal. I didn't get another warning, so that last one will get removed. But it could have been probably P8 this race had we had things go away in that last stint. But I can't complain. It was my fault I got in that situation in the first place. Unlucky for lap 1. That was really such a good start. We got so aggressive and it all worked out well. We made some nice moves, but we got taken out. So, yeah, just a day to forget. But somehow we still got a point from the end of it. So, yeah, guys, cheers for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And, yeah, back to more league racing content. Until then, take care. And it's goodbye from me. And as always, check out the 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them already. But, yeah, guys, cheers for watching.